Good evening, faculty, friends, and fellow graduates. Standing here today feels both surreal and deeply earned. Like many of you, this moment did not come easy. It was built between long work days, family responsibilities, and late nights of studying when quitting just didn't seem okay. Good evening, faculty, family, and fellow graduates. Standing here today feels both surreal and deeply earned. Like many of you, this moment did not come easy. It was built between long work days, family responsibilities, and late nights of studying when quitting seemed like the easier route. But we didn't quit. We found balance in the middle of chaos, and through that balance, we transformed. When I first enrolled at UMGC, I thought I knew exactly where I was heading. I wanted to become a sports psychologist and help athletes push through mental barriers and perform at their best as a former competitive figure skater. It made sense as a figure skater and now as a figure skating coach. I was already helping athletes and skaters of all levels and ages and skill sets believe in themselves. Psychology just felt like an unusual extension of what I was doing every day. As the years and semesters passed on, something changed. At one point, I thought I wanted to become a physical therapist and work with athletes on healing and injury prevention. When I decided to go back to school at UMGC in 2023 as a transfer student, I chose the path of psychology since I already had more credits in the field. That practical choice became a personal motivator to me. It pushed me to finish what I started and reminded me of the growth. That growth often begins with simply deciding to keep going. UMGC became the thread that tied it all together. It gave me the freedom to be a mother, a business owner, a student, a teacher with the local school system here in Maryland, without having to choose one over the other. I'd write discussion posts after putting my daughter to bed, in between my work days and meetings, and teaching kids at my school, completing during my lunch break, and sneaking in maybe even a quick read in between my skating students. Throughout that rhythm, I learned what balance really means. It's not a perfect schedule or a steady calm, but consistently adjusting, giving, and reclaiming. There are weeks where I felt stretched thin and I was at my boiling and max point, wondering if I made the right choice, wondering if I could keep up. But every completed assignment was a victory within myself. Each grade made it worth it. Every late night was a step towards becoming something stronger, more capable, and more certain of my voice. That is the story that many of us share today. We are graduates who didn't put our lives on hold to earn our degrees, but we made a way to integrate our education into our daily lives. We learned to write essays in between work shifts and to study with children running around, to keep showing up even when exhaustion reared its ugly head. And somewhere in that balancing act, we transformed. We didn't just gain knowledge, we gained proof that we are more capable than what we think of, and we are truly superior. The confidence to speak up in boardrooms, to have the empathy to lead teams, the resilience to start over when plans change. For me, that transformation opened doors. I came to UMGC thinking I would build a career in sports psychology and sports and physical therapy. I'm leaving ready to explore the leadership world, the administrative world, and asking myself the question how I can help others grow the way UMGC helps me to grow. What unites us isn't just a single field of study, but the shared courage to begin again, to reinvent ourselves mid-journey, to believe that education isn't just a straight line, but a path that curves and unfolds as we do. That's why balance and transformation feel like the heart of this moment. The balancing act reminds us that strength can coexist with the struggle. The transformation reminds us that growth is often messy and full of doubt and detours. And yet, we're here today. We made it here today. Standing here today isn't about having it all figured out, but about honoring every version of ourselves that kept going. The one who doubted, the one who persisted, the one who believed that there was something worth finishing. Before we step forward, I want to pause in gratitude. To the faculty and the staff of UMGC, thank you for seeing us as not as traditional students, but as whole people, juggling work, families, and dreams. Thank you for being understanding and flexible. You taught us not only how to think, but how to keep thinking even when life gets loud. To our families and friends, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your encouragement and your love. You carried us through the long nights, the missed dinners, the babysitting, the moments where we doubted ourselves. And to my own daughter, thank you for being my reason and my reminder. Every page I turned, every late night assignment was for you. When I think about what lies ahead, I picture her watching me walk across this stage. She has seen the nights where I study, the mornings where rushing to get to work and getting her to school. I want her and every person listening to this. Transformation is not a single moment. It is built quietly day by day by every choice to keep going. To my fellow graduates, our degrees are not proof of what we've learned, but who we became while learning. And now, as we walk forward into new careers, new studies, new dreams, may we carry that same balance into whatever comes next. Because if we could build this version of ourselves in the midst of everything else, imagine what is possible when we keep growing on purpose. Congratulations, class of winter 2025. We didn't just earn our degrees, we became